What's going on, YouTube? This is MAGDOG TV. We coming back with another one. The top 32 5-star rankings are currently out in regards to the 2025 class. Alabama leads the schools in regards to having the most 5-star recruits. We're going to talk about all that in this video, and I'm going to break each football player down in this video, so let's get to it. When Nick Saban left the Alabama Crimson Tide, many people were questioning if Alabama would continue its domination in regards to the recruits, along with winning as of late. Kalen DeBoer is leading all the 2025 class in regards to the recruits. He have five stars, which we're going to break down each one of these players. Absolutely incredible. There are one or two of those guys that are talking about being flipped, but as of right now, Alabama is leading the race. So let's get to it. Number one, 5-star offensive tackle Tai Haywood, who committed to Alabama back in May. He said they are a winning program. This kid is 6'4", 297-pound recruit, and he also made his visit to the Tuscaloosa football program back in May, between May and June, for his official visit. One of the things that stood out was the atmosphere. He said, quote, "They have a great winning culture over the years. They are always winning, and they are like a family. I saw the smile on my mom's face when we were there. It was a clue that she was thinking, this is where my son should be. I was praying for a long time for God to show me where I needed to be. When I got to the facilities, people were overwhelming with love, and it was a family atmosphere." This is absolutely incredible to see these guys go off to play for teams that they dreamed of playing for in regards to that. Obviously, he probably would have loved to play for head coach Nick Saban, but unfortunately, Nick Saban decided to retire. He even said, quote, "would have committed a long time ago if it was not for head coach Nick Saban retiring." Number two, we have Keelon Russell. Now, you guys are familiar with my channel. You know I cover Colorado Buffs, and Keelon Russell is definitely one of the guys that Coach Prime is deeply trying to flip from Alabama. The kid is 6'4", 189. He's a senior of the class of 2025. He's a beast. I'm going to read out to his stats for you guys. He has 5,131 yards, 60 touchdowns, 256 yards a game, 297 out of 399, only 3 interceptions. His senior year, he had 156 attempts for 1,164 yards. He completed .75 as far as his percentage. He also averaged 15.9 yards average a throw. He also had 25 total touchdowns. The kid is very exceptional. His junior year, he also was able to play very well, throwing for 3,267 yards along with 35 touchdowns. I also want to state that high school is still going on right now as we speak, so he only have 1,864 yards compared to the 3,000 only because of this season is still going on right now as far as high school. I feel like he's going to definitely be able to have more yards than he had his junior year, specifically because he has 372 yards per game, and last year he had 217 yards per game, and I can definitely see why Coach Prime is trying to flip him from Alabama. Next up, we have offensive lineman Michael Carroll, who is the new 5-star in an updated 2025 On-3 announcement. As you guys can see on the photo with him and Nick Saban. With June official visit in the past, the midway point of the recruiting calendar, On-3 has updated its recruiting rankings for the 2025 class. This kid right here is the new 5-star, 6'6", 310 pounds. Carroll plays to the Crimson Tide on June the 10th, continuing a rapid run as far as the commits for Kalen DeBoer. I repeat, he's 6'6", 310. It's all about them trenches, man. The latest edition of the On3 2024 rankings features 15 5-star prospects, up 5 from the previous update in April. Of those 15 5-stars, 9 are already committed to the college football program. Evaluations are far from over as prospects gear up for their senior seasons on the gridiron. I think that's absolutely great, man, for these guys to load up the offensive line. He said, quote, "The coaching staff, they're really personable. Coach Cap, I love him. The head coach, Coach DeBoer, he seems like a great person. He's always staying consistent, talking with my parents, all of that. And then the strength coaches there. Coach Dave, he trained Quentin Nelson at Notre Dame and a bunch of other studs. Kara is one of the 8 on 3 top 100 recruits committed to Alabama this cycle. The Crimson Tide currently own the #1 class as far as in the nation, according to the On 3 industry team recruiting rankings. Next up, we have wide receiver, 6'1", 190, Caleb Cunningham from Ackerman, Mississippi. This kid has a very unique story. He has a history of playing basketball, but he also is a 5-star recruit playing football. I heard one of the 247 analysts say, quote, undersized a little bit, but his athleticism is clearly what he possesses the most. Physical traits and excellent functional athleticism on tape. Know less about him than most other wideouts in this class, but definitely is aware of his dynamic basketball play with big production on the hardwood, translate body control and bounce to the ball, winning mismatch, effectiveness at wideout, unstoppable in the red zone situations, strong-handed in traffic. He has scored over 1,500 career points at the prep level as far as basketball, averaging 18.4 points per game. This kid is a beast, man. As I said before, not only can he do the things on the basketball court, he can also do these things on the football field. As a junior, set the school's record with 48 catches, 1,138 yards, 14 touchdowns. And in 2022, he was a two-way player. As a sophomore, he caught 45 passes for 443 yards and 6 touchdowns. And as a freshman, he was able to have 569 receiving yards, 10 touchdowns on 31 catches. LSU right now is trying to press the issue in regards to trying to get him to flip. As of late, you guys know LSU is wide receiver U, so wouldn't be surprised if he did flip, but as of right now, he's sticking with the Alabama Crimson Tide for the 2025. Last but certainly not least is Alabama's incoming 2025 commit, 6'4", 190, cornerback Dalyn Lee, a beast. He has committed to Alabama, but he did take some visits to Texas, Georgia, Texas A&M, and Washington. Per national recruiting analyst Greg Biggins said, Lee is one of the biggest, longest corners in the country, pushing 6'4", 190. We could see him transition to safety at the college level, but most schools like him at corner, and that's his desired position as well. Can smother an opposing receiver at the line of scrimmage and is very good in press coverage. Has good feet, changes direction for a tall corner, and is rarely beaten over the top. Can get in and out of his breaks and get his hands on a lot of balls. Is physical in the run support and isn't afraid to get downhill and lay the big hit on the opposing team's running back. Is a smart, heady player as well. Understands the game and has the positional versatility to be an impact player at multiple spots on the defense, which is absolutely exceptional. But I want to add one more thing that's very unique about this kid's athleticism. He has a history of running track. Also competes in the track and field events, captured a league title in the triple jump as a junior with a personal best 44 by 6.5 effort. Other markers include 20 by 10 in the long jump, 16.27 in the 110-meter hurdles, 43.56 in the 300-meter hurdles, and 23.22, which is second in the 200. In 2022, he totaled 33 total tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, 3 pass breakups, 2 interceptions as a sophomore per Max Preps. Also blocked a punt, helped the team be able to win a CIF championship game. The kids is very, very exceptional. So that pretty much wraps up the top 5 prospects coming from Alabama. As I said before, they have been doing amazing in regards to recruiting. You guys know I cover Colorado Buffs, and I'm just waiting for us to land one of those top dogs as far as the top 32. There are still a few players that haven't actually signed as of right now. So we will see if Coach Prime can land one of those guys, or if he can flip quarterback that I mentioned earlier, Keelon Russell or Juju Lewis. As we know, Shedeur Sanders will be leaving this football team this season. Drop in the comments and let me know how you guys feel. If you are an Alabama fan, drop in the comments and let me know how do you guys feel in regards to your team being the top #1 in the recruiting category and have 5 stars on the way for your program. And if you guys like the video, definitely subscribe to the channel. Peace.